Some say the creeks are haunted. Not by a frightening mythic phantom. This isn't a ghost story. At least not how you would think. These waters have sanded stone beds carving curious routes since the valleys formed. Upon this ancient stone, countless generations have gathered to connect. Their stories were born of this water. Comfy?
Yeah. I could sleep in this. You like it? I do, but I don't.
You do, but you don't?
Yeah, okay. But I don't. But I do. Get me down.
What up? Gotta get gas before we hit the wilderness. Go see if we can find Taylor, Benji, and find us some Indian caves.
I'm a sucker for a good story, and this one has been in the works for a few months now. We'll get into all the details later, but for now, here's what you need to know. A guy reached out to me, gave me coordinates to an Indian burial cave. Bluff shelter to be exact. These rock formations are common in Arkansas and frequently overlooked by us today. However, bluff shelters served as sacred spaces for Native Americans, such as the Caddo and Osage Indians. The ancient structures held deep spiritual significance, acting as portals between the earthly realm and the realm of the ancestors. So it was rock, but it was more than rock. By examining the practices of these tribes, we can gain insight into how these Native American communities honored their heritage and maintained this profound connection with the land. That's what we set out to do. Step 1, find the site. Easier said than done. I checked the topography and the bluff line ran along a concerning precipice. With no marked trails to the spot and summer nearly upon us, we had anticipated some necessary bushwhacking.
All right, we're gonna go meet Benji.
But should we find the sacred site, the next goal was less intimidating. Step 2, document the experience for you guys. And with this motley crew, that part is always a treat.
The whitest Indian pops out. Welcome to my home.
Just all the stereotypes.
Because
Gotta
bull
get
rat is definitely
my channel canceled like overnight.
I think it'd be funny if, all right, guys, we're gonna hike and go to this ancient Indian cave, and then what's that? You get the whitest Indian walking through the woods. Ooh, I am walking eagle.
Oh man! And then the dude that gave me this spot, he was just like, "I'm sharing this because I know you'll be respectful." And
it's
I know
a
that.
legit spot.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like a Indian burial site. So
That's why I
don't
said
do
I
anything.
don't camp there.
I brought garlic.
It's a Ryobi fan meet over here. We have the biggest fans.
The boys. Every guy needs a group of dudes. From Jesus to Jesse James, it's just sort of baked in. The lone wolf dies while the pack thrives, and I've seen it time and time again. Men have been tribal animals from the first campfires of civilization. It's just part of human nature. We work together, eat together, fight together. From the time we were children, we've been forming bonds, drawing alliances, and emotionally connecting with men who see the world in the same light. Whether it's a call for celebration or the worst day of your life, your brothers are always there. When men get together unsupervised, dumb things can happen, sure. But the old adage, iron sharpens iron, is just as true. The name-calling and laughter are followed by encouragement and wisdom. Believe it or not, this community of men runs a lot deeper than jokes and beer. We connected over a shared interest in the outdoors, but now many of us are actual friends. I've had crossroad moments in my life where making the right decision mattered. Having a group to soundboard to genuinely helped me steer that ship. And that's the cool thing about dudes. There's not a lot of judgment going on in these settings, so it's easy to open up. Campfires can do that. We get together to unwind, drop the facade, and recharge. I love my wife and kids more than anything in this world. But sometimes, the guy just needs a trip with the boys. We each got camp set up and made sure we had plenty of awnings deployed. The forecast called for rain and a lot of it. Normally, we like to camp near water, but like old Ben, we chose the high ground to avoid any flooding. You could feel the wind change as the front moved in and the temperature dropped. The early summer bugs headed down to the water, and we were left with perfect temps and solid vibes.
Camp set up.
Hello, welcome to camp. We have lots of fun at camp. Like, no, I seriously, we all notice it. Up in there to where it doesn't do that.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, if you want a Bud Heavy, I got plenty. I've got some IPAs.
Dude, I've got some too. Some good ones.
ASMR coming on the way.
So do you wear sunglasses when you cook at night normally?
Yep.
Cool.
Butane.
Do you not?
I don't.
You should try it.
What are you going to do with that? Boil that water? What are you going to boil that water for?
So I'm going to have some mashed potatoes.
Is that a powder mix?
Nice. Just instant.
You put butter in them?
I don't have butter. I got cheese though.
Are you
Butter.
even an American?
He's got butter.
I got.
He's got
cheese.
bacon.
So I
grease.
have a important question, a serious question.
Okay.
So I'm looking at this steak right here,
Yep.
and I see this like one little side piece
If
right
you
here.
touch,
What in the abomination is this?
That's called
that's
working her too hard.
no. So you can come in here
My
and
patties stick to the pan sometimes.
Hey, real quick, back to my original question.
no, you can't have it.
You sure?
No.
Son of a...
I forgot them.
All right, when
Yes,
a
sir.
boy likes a girl, them genes get diluted every line. Every generation loses a gene.
Then you start getting like 6 fingers and 2 heads.
If you don't leave your hometown to reproduce and all you got is your sisters, did go south of Marshall because we went to Ben Hur and did that back loop back to wherever, I don't know, 65 or something.
We're fixing to do the 1 chip challenge.
After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap. It looks like mold.
No, the chip is black. That's just normal. That's how it was for me.
Oh, gosh.
Chew it
You
up.
better chew it up and eat it before the taste buds kick in.
That's not even the whole chip.
It's already kicked in.
Did it taste weird at first?
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh man, it's about to get. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being just a mild good time and 10 being an absolute blast, where would you rate this?
All right, we just got packed up and are fixing to make our way down to this hiking trail, and hopefully this is gonna result in us finding something cool to show you guys. I wanted to talk briefly about my first experience sleeping in the van. Absolutely incredible, having a real mattress and having my fan plugged into the Jackery. The window was vented, and just being able to, little simple things like waking up, be able to, hang your feet off the bed, sit on the bed, and tie your tennis shoes just like you would do at home or whatever. Those little things, it just made it insanely comfortable. Not to mention, the guys were giving me a hard time about oversleeping. And, when I did finally wake up, I was like, all right, let's roll. I'm ready to go. And they, of course, had to pack up their stuff. So there are absolutely some benefits to the van life thing. And I could definitely see it being nice. Of course, you're not going to get this everywhere, especially in the Ozarks with the low hanging trees. You're not going to be able to get this everywhere that you could get a very capable 4-wheel drive rig or 2-wheel drive if you're Jacob. But, I mean, the comfort is something to consider.
So there is like y'all probably came across that low water bridge. Just assume don't record a whole lot on our way there to not give this place away. Is that correct?
Got a real crew going on here today.
Where are we at?
All right, so we're at the trailhead. I'm not going to say anything more than that because it's a place we're not giving out the location, obviously. But fixing to do a hike. Hopefully I don't die or Benji doesn't die. I don't have to carry Benji out because he's a tall... you missed that moment. That was a good moment.
Do that again.
So yeah, we're going to start this hike and see what we find. I'm not sure. Storms. Yeah, I'll be able to tell. It's definitely a similar style, but this is not it. I think it's going to be like this, but further down.
Should we stay on this or
This might be it up here. Then, I mean, this looks very similar to what I was expecting. Oh man, this is definitely it. Yeah.
According to Caddo beliefs, this love shelter served as a sacred guardian of the land. The natives recognized the interconnectedness of nature and regarded the shelter as a physical embodiment of Earth's protective and nurturing quality.
The guy that shared the spot with me asked that we stay on towards the entrance of the cave because he said there's these deep cutouts that go back into the cave that were used as a burial site. So I'm guessing back in here, that one definitely seems possible here.
They believed the natural formations were created by Earth herself.
Dude,
that's cool.
so someone's obviously been looking for like old artifacts or whatever. They've got a sift out here. That's super cool. Not cool that they just left it, but.
Within the shelter's protective embrace, the Caddo Indian conducted ceremonies, rituals, and communal gatherings to honor their ancestors. These were both physical and spiritual dwelling places. It's difficult to explain, but being here, you can sense it. The respect, love, care, values we could all use more of. Though I don't know their faces, their names, maybe one day their stories, like Ghosts of the Piney, will rise from the current, take the helm, and aim us home.
These types of videos are some of my favorite to do, getting to look through a window back in time and imagine what that would have been like. I just love that. Seeing this spot and knowing that it's up on this bluff line, not easy to get to, but it has a beautiful view. So the people that would have brought those that were buried here up here is obviously a huge sign of respect. It meant something in that community. And so yeah, coming here and getting to look back and, we'll never know these people. We'll never know what their lives were like. We'll never know probably who they were. But getting to be here, it just kind of feels like there's, a connection with the people that were here long before any of us, the natives that lived out here. So I love this type of stuff, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you want to watch another similar type of video, we actually went looking for Osage Indian petroglyphs, and we found some. It was super cool. I'll drop a link to that right over here. And then YouTube thinks you guys might like this one right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, the more you camp, the less deer the aliens abduct.